I think what we've done in Miami, when you bring someone like Leo to America, you know, I always said that it was our gift as an ownership group and as a person that, you know, owns the club. I wanted to do something for the game, but I also wanted to do something for America, because they'd given me so much over the years and they've given me so much love, that to bring Leo to inspire the next generation of players in America, that's what we wanted to do.
It's a beautiful gift, that, isn't it? Jesus.
I mean, honestly, to walk in that stadium and to see him, you know, I still get emotional about it now when I watch him each game. The fact that he is playing at our team, he's playing at my team. I can't believe we've got a player of that magnitude playing for our team.
Well, what's he like behind the scenes? Is he great with the kids and
he's
like time, and because you don't see a lot of that?
Do you know, I think that one of the things that I learned from the boss over the years, and it wasn't something that he specifically told me, one of the things that I learned from the boss was, it's not about bringing the biggest and best players, it's about bringing the right players. If you can bring the biggest and best players that is the right player, then there's not many of them around. But with Leo, that's what we knew that we were bringing. And I knew that, yes, he was going to be successful on the field, but I also knew that he was going to help our club off the field as well. And I think that that's why it was important to surround himself with the right network, you know, with Sergio, with Luis, with Geordie. As soon as you put those people around him, making sure that his family are happy, making sure that his kids have got the right school, making sure all of those elements are so important to bring in a player like that. But the one thing that Leo is good at is teaching. He's good at teaching the young players that are coming in from the academy. He doesn't make any player feel, you know, below him. He's that player that will stay out on the training ground teaching the young kids, going to watch the academy kids playing.
I didn't think
you know, he'll be, you know, we've seen it over the years. He'll be the first in the gym and he'll be the last out the gym.
It's so surprising because we don't see that, yeah? We associate that with his rival, Cristiano Ronaldo. But, Messi's just natural. But he works at this, he's working behind the scenes. And
yeah, I don't think you get to that level without having that within you. You know, you mentioned Cristiano, you know, I've heard that from multiple people about him as a player and how much he works at it and how much he works at, you know, the elements that he's been praised at, you know, for many, many years. But Leo, for me, I'll take you back to the first day that he came into our training ground. He arrived at about 6:50 in the morning, and there was nobody in the training facility apart from one guy to let him in. He arrived at 6:50.
That's nuts, man.
And the team weren't training till 10.
What's he doing then?
Preparing. He's in the gym, he's warming up, he's doing all of the things that you expect a young kid to do, and he's still doing them now at his age, and he's everything that he's won in his career, you would expect him to be a bit more relaxed. But if I had to describe him with one, he's a winner. He's simple as that, is a winner, and not in the sense of what he's won, but he's still hungry. He's still hungry for championships. He still gets angry at players for not doing the right thing. He still gets angry when he loses games. You know, those kind of things. You know, even when he's not playing, he gets angry. You know, he's on the side of you know, when he's not playing, he's been injured, he's there at every game. Wow. He doesn't have to be there at every game, but he's there at every game. That's the type of player and person he is. You know, it's unbelievable to see.
Would you go as far as to say probably the most dedicated, hungriest footballer you've been around?
At his level, without a doubt. At his level, without a doubt. You know, wow. to still be like he is now is unbelievable. But we knew that that's what we were bringing.
You own for people who don't follow what we call soccer, you call football, sometimes we meet in the middle. You own the Miami Football Club. You're one of the owners of. How many owners are there? Mostly you?
There's three of us. There's myself and then two brothers, Jorge Mas and Jose Mas. So it's just the three of us.
Jorge and Jose own this team, and it has become. Is it more successful than you thought it was going to be?
I always hoped that it would be this successful, and obviously bringing someone like Leo helps. So obviously that was always the plan, but you never know.
Like, are you aware of how popular he is? Like, I know in Miami, obviously there's a lot of people there, but like my son, who's 7 years old, who has never watched one moment of football, he couldn't pick Messi out of a lineup, yet he's got he's got all the apparel, the pink shirt, the cleats, the whole deal, and he's just like Messi crazy, even though, I don't know, he just somehow it happened. I don't know what happened.
It's just that effect that Leo has on the game and the world. You know, one of the reasons why we wanted to bring him to America was to inspire the next generation. That was my plan. You know, I obviously wanted to bring him for the player he is and the person he is. You know, I've played against him numerous times, actually twice, thankfully. But I've been a fan of him and watched him for many years, and I always had the plan to bring, you know, the greatest player to ever play the game, in my opinion, to our team, and luckily it happened.
Is he, in your opinion?
Yeah.
Is he the greatest player ever to play the game?
I think everyone's got their own opinions, but for me personally...
Well, yours have to mean more than others.
Well, you know, there's a lot of great players who have played the game over the years, but in my opinion, he is the perfect player.
And how do you convince him to come out? Did you say, look at how well everything worked out for me?
Well, I could actually come at him and with him with obviously my experience of moving to America and coming to a league that actually at that time wasn't established like it is now. You know, there was only 13 teams in the league. Now there's almost 30, and it's in a different position than what it was back then when I first came. But you know, he's always loved Miami. He always loved the idea of the project of, you know, bringing the game even bigger in this country. And when you bring someone like that to America, people notice.
Do you think he's, you know, one of the best players we've ever seen, maybe the best? I mean, has he gone up in your estimation, you know, watching him in the flesh, seeing him day in, day out?
I mean, I played against him, obviously, for PSG, and I played against him for Real Madrid at Barcelona, and you could, obviously, he was unbelievable then, but it's not until you physically see him and you sat there and you're watching him, and every move that he does, and he never gives the ball away. He's unbelievable for the young kids. He's great with the young kids. And watching Leo in training, you know, when he first joined, when he arrived in Miami and he was training, I was there for the first 5 weeks when he first arrived, and I was in the training ground 7 a.m. every morning just to watch him. And I'm 48 years old, so to just watch him do what he does, train the way he does, prepare the way, it's just different.
What makes him like so special? Like, what's that one thing when you're watching him and you're like, why is he the best player?
Do you know, I don't know. I mean, we all grew up in an era of like, you know, you have to run and chase and then you watch him.
That's still okay with Beck. You just have to run.
I made a career on that.
It's mind the club, yeah.
But he's clever. He's so like his brain works in different ways. You know, he sees things that other players just don't see for 5 minutes after that. And it's just amazing to watch. So literally everything. He never gives, like I said, never gives the ball away. His work ethic is still there. You know, he won the World Cup last year, and he still is as hungry as he was when he was a young kid. So it's amazing.
Your journey to sign Messi was a little bit like mine to get Roy to come to stick to football. It took about 4 years. But just a final question on Messi. What is he like as a person? Obviously, I've seen pictures of you out with him. Sort of like, does he? I'm thinking simple things like, does he have a glass of wine? Does he have a beer or something? Does he do normal things?
Yeah,
he's a great lad, isn't he? Oh, great lad.
First in, last out.
To be fair, he is. Yeah. But apart from that, he's so humble. He is really humble. You know, it's just the normal things that we all think that's how it should be. You know, this is someone that you know, especially in Miami, he's not left alone. You know, he's chased everywhere, he's followed everywhere. There's thousands of people every single day at the training ground just to watch him get in his car and leave and drive down the road. But from the moment he landed in Miami, he drives himself to the supermarket, does his shopping, goes home, and people are shocked at that. But that is him. He's humble, he's hardworking, he's got a great family, his wife's amazing, the kids are amazing. He's just a normal guy with an unbelievable talent.
I wanted to win championships, and luckily in the end I won 2 championships in America. But now, being the owner of a club that has the greatest player to have ever played the game, you know, that's down to people's opinion, but in my opinion, he's the greatest person to have played
It's not that controversial.
the game. Not anymore. When I moved to America, it's the land of opportunity. I knew that I wanted to live in America at one point and create a business. And to create a business that we've done, and I now sit back in my chair in Miami, in that stadium, and Leo walks onto that pitch, and I'm like, I'm quite proud of that.